then live next up. What need I fear of thee? Yes, I'll make a good double sure and take upon the state. Thou shalt not live.
Commissioner, an urgent call for you.
Emergency?
That's what they said.
Which way to the front?
Follow me, please. I'll show you.
Thank you, Basil. What's the place? A phone call.
Where are the main ground, the round and couple stars?
Robert, there's been a shooting, but it's undercover. I'm calling from the communication room, but I think you better meet me at the hospital. Yeah, a patrol car and an ambulance.
You all right?
I know who the mole is. It's Natalie Dearborn.
Well, how did you...
I just shot her.
A punch to use thy tongue. Thy story, quickly.
We have to leave.
These are wonderful.
It's an emergency. Natalie Dearborn's been shot. We don't know how bad it is, but Connie said they've rushed us to General. We've got to get over there. We can't. You'll have to come to the hospital with us.
Why? I don't
I'll
understand.
talk to you about it later. If you're all busy. Let's get out of here.
Rubbish. Come here.
What happened? Robert wouldn't say anything in the car.
All I know is Natalie was shot, that's all.
Jesse,
It's a side wound. Dr. Brown's with her now.
how serious?
Well, we have over 4 standing by.
She's been in and out of consciousness ever since it happened.
Your gun?
No, hers. I was trying to subdue her. One more second, I would have had the gun. Went up at point-blank range.
She was waiting for you.
Yeah, communications room. Looks like she's mobile.
How did she get into my house?
That is a very good question. WSB men didn't even see her enter.
She must have got a copy of the plan somewhere. When can we talk to her?
I don't know. We're waiting to hear now. Wait for who's about it?
Let's work about it.
The bullet missed all of the major organs. Right now it's lodged in the tissue on her side. We're taking her into OR. Dr. Brown is going to administer a local, and he'll perform the surgery to remove it.
When can I talk to her?
I'm sorry, Robert. You're going to have to talk to Dr. Brown.
The doctor, Commissioner Scorpio, Port Charles Police Department. I'd like to talk to your patient.
As soon as she's in recovery.
This is very important.
Well, I'm sure it is, Commissioner, but at the moment the patient is barely conscious. You can talk to her in the recovery room. Come on, let's get her in here.
Listen, go with them. Stay outside the operating theater. I'll be there shortly.
Yes, sir.
Well, looks like she's going to be all right.
You should have told me it was Natalie. I was beeped at the theater.
I can't believe Natalie Dearborn was shot.
Surprising, yes.
Well, how is she?
I'm not sure. Anyone know who shot her?
I did.
You? It's official business, Lee. This isn't the place to go into it, but suffice to say, it was an act of self-defense.
Well, whatever the story, I'm going to see how she's doing.
Well, I'm coming too.
All right. We'll be up shortly.
Well, I think I'm going to grab a cup of coffee and call Valentine.
You haven't called him yet?
No, I called him right after I spoke to you, but he wants me to keep him updated on what's going on. Glad to know it's not serious. Listen, you want to come and grab a cup of coffee with me? I'll buy.
I think I should wrap things up down here first.
Okay, I'll meet you up on 10.
I'll be about 5 minutes. The minute we get permission, I want to talk to her.
That makes 2 of us. After all, I didn't finish my last conversation with her.
Tell Valentine that everything is under control.
Right.
Don't tell me you're sending us home.
To the Quartermains. I'll pick you up there later.
Why not I?
Because the police won't let you in.
The police?
That's where Natalie was shot.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Look, I'll fill you in later. Grant, I wonder if you'd mind seeing the women, huh? Grant?
I'm sorry, Robert. I was just thinking about Natalie. As you know, we work together.
Yes, I know. If you'd like to stay, but I just thought the women would prefer to be driven.
That's all right, Grant. No, you stay. I can get us home.
No, that's quite all right. There's really nothing I can do here, Celia.
I'll call the minute I have any news.
Fine. Let's go, ladies.
You go ahead. I'll be right there.
I promise I won't be late.
What were they doing in our house?
haven't found that out yet.
It has something to do with the disc, doesn't it? Natalie's connected.
Well, that remains to be seen.
You sure you don't want company?
Positive. But I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't air any of your suspicions in front of Grant.
You mean what I said about Natalie?
I want to keep this quiet for as long as I can.
Oh, really?
When this all hits the fan, all hell is going to break loose.
You sure you won't tell me what's going on?
See you. Thank you.
Told you I heard a car pull up.
I thought you were at the theater.
Hi. Yes, we were called away. Someone I work with, a friend.
Natalie Dearborn was shot.
She was shot?
Yes, she was rushed to the hospital. They say it's not too serious, though. Yes, when we left, they were taking her into OR to remove the bullet. I hope you don't mind my waiting here. Robert says he'll come by and pick me up later.
No, by all means, stay, please.
Would you care for a drink? If you don't mind my saying so, you all look like you could use one.
Yes, I think that's a splendid idea.
How did it happen?
Well, apparently, she broke his body.
Well, she's going to be all right. They just moved her into recovery.
Can I talk to her?
She's still a little groggy, but I don't see why not.
Well, what do you know? A happy ending.
Nice for a change, isn't it?
We can go home, Nick.
Yeah, yes, Audrey. Robert, see Bobby in the recovery room. She'll take care of you.
Thank you, Steve.
Well, good night, everybody.
We'll talk in the morning.
Good night.
Good night.
Let's do it.
Wait a second.
What's wrong?
Luke and I are going to go in and talk to her first.
You two alone? Forget it. This is official business.
This is WSB business. That puts me in charge of the investigation.
Trying to pull rank on me. Luke has no right in there, and you know it.
Robert, it's personal. I swear to you, I will not interfere with your investigation.
Robert, he might be very useful. She's going to take one look at us and clam up. He might strike an emotional chord in her and get her to talk to us.
5 minutes.
That's all I need.
Let's go.
Dr. Brown asked that you keep talk to a minimum.
Of course.
I'll get out of your way.
You used me. You used me from the start. Who are you? Who are you, really? Why? Why'd you do it? I'm just part of your plan. Just your ticket to Port Charles, Natalie. Why? Was it that important?
You don't understand, Luke.
No, I don't. I don't understand. I loved you, lady. I trusted you. And you've done nothing but make a fool out of me. Does it feel good, Natalie? Was it worth it?
Walking, aren't you?
Don't start that with me.
It's true, Luke. I may have betrayed you politically. But, Luke, please remember one thing. Every step you take, every time you
every time you dance or stand up or put on your shoes. Will you please remember that I did that for you? I gave you back your legs.
You lied to me. That's what you did for me.
I saved your life. Will you please forget the other part? Remember that, Luke. Luke.
I can't. I can't.
Then don't.
All right. Shall we begin? You lied to Luke about your ex-husband, Natalie. He didn't die in Vietnam. He's alive. He lives in New York City. Luke and I went and talked with him.
DVX recruited you, didn't they?
Gerald didn't commit suicide, did he?
You're wasting your time.
Who killed him? Did you? Like you're going to kill me in cold blood?
You're going to prison for a long time, Natalie. What's the point of protecting them?
Them?
Your co-workers.
I don't know what you're talking about, Commissioner.
We're going to find them.
And you don't need me. Do you?
We're moving her to her room after we take some x-rays. You can talk to her there.
All right.
Look, I want you to stay with her. No one goes in or out of her room without my permission. Got that?
Right.
Any ideas?
We're not getting anywhere with this line.
No, she's too well trained. Maybe to try something else.
Better bring in Valentine.
Now let's wait till tomorrow morning for that.
Can I get you a nice cup of coffee?
Yeah, definitely.
You must be getting awfully tired of these kind of evenings.
You might say that.
I don't envy your job one bit, Robert.
That's comforting, Alan.
Well, here she is, Robert, all in one piece.
Oh, you look tired.
You had a rough night? Yes, how is she, Robert?
She's all right.
Did you find out anything?
Not much.
You don't know who shot her?
It was Connie, but we don't have much in the way of details at the moment.
Connie, why would you...
Self-defense, Edward. Look, Grant, we're going to have to question everybody connected or knew Natalie in any way. You'll make yourself available, I hope.
Of course.
And you, Celia.
Whatever you say.
Good.
Well, good night.
Well, drive carefully.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.